Today's lesson is A Holly Jolly Winter in London. Hi, everybody. My name is Roger.
And my name is Helen.
And right now it is December. And of course, that means winter is coming if it isn't here already. And of course, toward the end of December is Christmas, a holiday that lots of people are looking forward to. And also people travel during Christmas sometimes to go back and visit their family. But you could also travel to some interesting places in the world, like London, for example.
Yes, London is a great place to go to during the holidays, during the winter holidays, because it comes alive and all the shops are open and offering different kinds of holiday goods. And there's just a very happy atmosphere in London during the holidays. So some people choose to go to a warm destination during the winter holidays, to the beaches or to some tropical islands, and others like to experience the full effect of a winter holiday, which includes snow and Christmas trees and all of the decorations associated with this holiday.
Indeed. So, of course, European cities are great places to go during the winter, and London is probably the best place to go. So we're going to have a holly jolly winter in London. Let's talk about traveling to London, England in today's lesson. Let's listen now to the first part.
A holly jolly winter in London. Filled with famous sights, the lively city of London is a delight to visit any time of the year. But a truly magical time to visit is in winter, when the streets are decorated with twinkling lights and festive Christmas markets pop up around the city.
大家好，第一部分我们可以看到单字 delight。这个字是名词，指的是乐事或是令人愉悦的人或事物。例如 This city has all sorts of wonderful delights waiting to be discovered. 这座城市有各式各样令人开心的美好事物等着被发掘。或者 It is a delight to listen to your daughter play the piano, and we would love to hear another song. 听到你女儿弹钢琴真让人愉快，我们还想听听另一首。接着我们看到形容词 festive， 指的是喜庆的、欢乐的，或是充满节日气氛的。举例来说 Julie enjoys the festive atmosphere surrounding the Christmas holidays. Julie 很喜欢圣诞假期前后的节庆气氛。又或者说 The restaurant looked festive after the owners decorated it for Lunar New Year. 老板做了农历年布置后，这间餐厅看起来很有过节气氛。另外补充这个字去掉字尾 e 加 al 就变成名词 festival， 意思是节庆或是庆典。像是 Every year, my town has a music festival that lasts for a whole week. 我住的城镇每年都会举办为期1周的音乐季。或是 My family and I love going to the Taiwan Lantern Festival. 我和家人很喜欢参加台湾灯会。
And the title of today's lesson is A Holly Jolly Winter in London. So just a quick word about the phrase holly jolly. So these two words were put together because they rhyme and they both have something to do with Christmas. So holly is a type of plant, and this plant has sharp pointed leaves and small red berries, and it's often used as decoration during Christmas. And jolly just means happy. So you can say, I had a jolly old time with my uncle at the pub, for instance. Jolly is a word that's often used also to describe Santa Claus. He's a jolly old man.
Jolly old St. Nicholas. And of course, this reminds me of an old Christmas carol. I'm going to break into song here. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Maybe you've heard that Christmas carol before, but in any case, indeed, if you go to London, you'll have a holly jolly time. time. Now, here in the first paragraph it says, filled with famous sights, the lively city of London is a delight to visit any time of the year. So you don't need to only go there during Christmas. Of course, you can go there in the summer, in the spring, in the autumn. But we're going to be going there now in December, in the winter, during Christmas. And of course, all times of the year, it's filled with famous sights. Of course, you can imagine some of the famous sights right now. They have them in travel posters all the time. And London is a delight to visit any time of the year. If something's a delight, well, it's delightful. It makes you happy, it makes you jolly, and it makes you want to burst into song.
Right, so the word delight can be countable or non-countable. Here it's being used as a countable noun. I could also say that the actor is a delight to watch. And there is also a type of sweet called Turkish delights, and that's a type of Turkish candy that's quite famous. I could also use delight as a non-count noun. For instance, he spoke with delight about his recent trip.
Indeed. So again, you can visit London at any time of the year. It's a delight to visit there any time of the year. But a truly magical time to visit is in winter, when the streets are decorated with twinkling lights and festive Christmas markets pop up around the city. So this, of course, is part of the magical attraction of London. It has lots of decorations. We could say the streets are decorated with twinkling lights. And, of course, we've got festive Christmas markets as well. If something's twinkling, it's kind of flashing on and off like stars in the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Of course, you've heard of that song before. And these would be Christmas lights in different colors, you know, blue, green, yellow, red, etc. And they'll be twinkling, usually because lights like that are put in trees, and the wind will be blowing the branches around. So the lights will be twinkling. They will look kind of like they're flashing. And, of course, that's an attractive sight. And then if you describe something as being festive, that means people are happy, lots of things are happening, and it probably involves food and music and things like that. The party was very festive.
Yes, and there's usually a festive mood right before Chinese New Year because everyone goes to the markets to buy food and to prepare red envelopes. So Chinese New Year is a very, very festive time of year. So in London, during Christmas, which is a very festive time of year there, you also have Christmas markets that pop up. So to pop up means to appear quickly and suddenly. And another example of pop-up are those pop-up shops that you often see also here in Taiwan, which are shops that suddenly open and they're selling things inside, and 2 months later they close down. And these shops usually rent a storefront for just a month or two to sell their goods, and after that time period is over, they take their things away. These are pop-up shops. You also have pop-up restaurants for the same reason. So here, of course, pop-up is being used as a phrasal verb.
Exactly. So these markets will appear suddenly during Christmas time, and then when Christmas is past, those markets will disappear and you won't see them again until next year. So yes, the Christmas markets pop up around the city, so you better enjoy them while you can. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first part of our lesson. Let's go on now and talk about some of the sights and sounds of London during Christmas.
For the ultimate Christmas experience, you'll want to visit Hyde Park. One of London's royal parks, Hyde Park is a beautiful escape in the heart of the city, and every winter the park transforms into a vast winter wonderland. The event features ice sculptures, ice skating, fair rides, live shows, and nightly parades, as well as a traditional Christmas market where you can buy Christmas gifts and enjoy seasonal favorites like mulled wine and roasted chestnuts.
(第二部分我们看到单字 ultimate 这个字是形容词，意思是极好的、顶级的、最好或最差的，或是最终的。例如 The concert was the ultimate showcase of musical talent. 这场音乐会是音乐才华的极致展现。或是 Caviar is considered to be the ultimate luxury food. 鱼子酱被认定是顶级豪华食品。接着我们看到单字 vast， 它是形容词，指的是巨大的或是广大的。例如 The city is surrounded by vast stretches of desert. 那座城市被大片广阔的沙漠包围。或者我们可以说 The company undertook a vast project to upgrade its computer system. 该公司进行了一项庞大的计划来升级其电脑系统。再来我们看到名词 sculpture， 它指的是雕像、雕刻作品或是雕刻艺术。举例来说 There is a large sculpture of a whale in front of the museum. 博物馆前有一个巨大的鲸鱼雕塑。又或者说 Mr. Lee has a sculpture of a tiger in his living room. 李先生的客厅里有一个老虎的雕塑品。最后我们看到形容词 seasonal， 它指的是季节性的或是季节的。我们可以说 This part of the country is highly affected by seasonal storms. 该国的这一区遭受季节性暴风雨的严重影响。再举一个例子 As Christmas approaches, seasonal music can be heard in department stores and supermarkets. 随着圣诞节将近，可以在百货公司和超市里听到季节性的音乐。
So now we're going to look at some other things that you can do in London when you're there over Christmas. It says here, for the ultimate Christmas experience, you'll want to visit Hyde Park. So here the word ultimate means greatest in degree. So it can be greatest in degree in a positive sense or in a negative sense. And in this context, it just means if you want to have the best experience, the most exciting experience in London, then you want to visit Hyde Park because there you will have the ultimate Christmas experience. I could also say, using the word ultimate, the Ironman competition is the ultimate test of strength, which means it's the greatest test of strength.
Indeed. So for the best Christmas experience, well, then you should go to Hyde Park. What's so great about Hyde Park? Well, one of London's royal parks. Hyde Park is a beautiful escape in the heart of the city, and every winter the park transforms into a vast winter wonderland. So yes, in some of these big cities, they've got busy streets and lots of traffic and stuff like that. So fortunately, the city planners build these nice parks in the middle of the city or in the heart of the city, and it's a beautiful escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Central Park in New York is another example, and in London they've got Hyde Park. In Taipei, of course, we've got Da'an Senlin here, and of course you can escape the city by going to that park there. And well, it's very special in the winter because the park changes or transforms into a huge, a vast winter wonderland. And that reminds me of another Christmas carol, but I won't break into song now because I don't want to torture you too much.
And the word vast here just means extremely large. You can also say a vast desert, or you can say a vast landscape. A winter wonderland is basically an area that has a very wintry feel. So you might see ice or trees covered with icicles and snow. So it's just a wonderful scene of winter.
Okay, and there are other things going on in Hyde Park at this time. The event features ice sculptures, ice skating, fair rides, live shows, and nightly parades, as well as a traditional Christmas market where you can buy Christmas gifts and enjoy seasonal favorites like mulled wine and roasted chestnuts. So these are lots of things you can see and experience in Hyde Park during this time of the year. First of all, you can see those ice sculptures. A sculpture, of course, is a work of art using materials like wood or metal. In this particular case, they're using ice to make sculptures. They can be kind of cool that way. I believe there's some kind of winter festival in Heilongjiang in China which features ice sculptures. I think there's another winter festival in Japan as well that has ice sculptures. And if you've never tried it before, you can try ice skating. That can be a lot of fun. And there are fair rides, like a Ferris wheel, a merry-go-round, a carousel, etc. And you can see live shows there. Maybe you can see a rock band playing. And, of course, they've got nightly parades where people in colorful costumes will walk past you and playing music and doing acrobatics and stuff like that. And, of course, there's also a traditional Christmas market.
And at Hyde Park, you can also find some seasonal favorites. So here, the word seasonal describes something that's available during only a particular time of year. So certain fruits are seasonal, like mango is only available in the summer, so it's a seasonal fruit. And then you have other fruits that are available all year, and those aren't seasonal. Here, we're talking about seasonal favorites, things that you can only find around Christmas time. And one of these things is mulled wine. Mulled wine is red wine that's heated up and spiced with things like cinnamon and cloves and perhaps orange, slices of orange, and other things to make the wine spicy. It's really nice to drink in the winter when it's freezing outside. You can drink some warm mulled wine to warm up. And you have roasted chestnuts. That's another seasonal favorite that often goes with Christmas that you can find in London and in other places that celebrate Christmas with Christmas markets.
Yep, you might see chestnuts roasting on an open fire and you can eat them as well. They are oh so tasty. Okay, let's move on now and talk about some other activities in London that you can experience during Christmas time. Let's listen to the third part right now.
Another classic Christmas activity in London is seeing the Christmas tree located in bustling Trafalgar Square. The giant decorated spruce tree, usually around 25 meters tall, is a yearly gift from the people of Norway, sent in thanks for Britain's assistance during World War II. Watch the tree lighting ceremony at the start of December, or listen to carolers sing beneath the tree.
So if you're going to London during Christmas season, there's another must-see. And it says here, another classic Christmas activity in London is seeing the Christmas tree located in bustling Trafalgar Square. So Trafalgar Square is a major landmark in London. It's an area that has a lot of shops, a lot of people, offices, so it's pretty central. And there, a Christmas tree is set up in this bustling area. So if a place is bustling, it means that it's full of noise and activity. And since Trafalgar Square is already bustling throughout the year, you can only imagine how much livelier it can get during Christmas. Now, for the word bustling, I could also say something like the bustling streets of New York are really exciting to visit when you are in New York for the first time.
Indeed, and of course, that's always a welcome attraction to have a big Christmas tree. Parents will bring their kids there, and of course, there'll be lots of people taking pictures and stuff like that. Plus, there'll be people selling things. Oh, it will be bustling. And the giant decorated spruce tree, usually around 25 meters tall, is a yearly gift from the people of Norway, sent in thanks for Britain's assistance during World War II. Isn't that nice of the Norwegians? Now, it's a spruce tree, which I believe is yunshan in Chinese. It's a kind of tree, comes from Norway and other countries, and Norwegian people send the British people a tree every year to say thanks for their help during World War II. Of course, that was the war that took place mostly in the early 1940s, and Nazi Germany was causing problems for Norway and other countries. So the UK helped a lot of people out. Remember, the Germans were never able to successfully attack the UK, so they were free to help out other countries. Norway is grateful and continues to be grateful for that, so they give the people of the UK a giant spruce tree every year. It's, really tall. It's 25 meters tall. And again, it's an annual gift from the people of Norway to say thank you to the British.
So if you're there during Christmas in Trafalgar Square, you can watch the tree lighting ceremony at the start of December or listen to carolers sing beneath the tree. So there's a tree lighting ceremony at the start of December. Here, ceremony means a formal event that involves special traditions or special words being said. So the tree lighting isn't just done casually and without people noticing, with people walking by. It's a ceremony. So they're going to set a time for it, and they're going to perhaps have music and people singing, and it's a very formal event. So another example of ceremony could be a wedding ceremony. When two people get married, they want to invite their family and friends to a church or to a place where the bride and groom might say words to each other to express their love, and that's a wedding ceremony. So here we're talking about a tree lighting ceremony, and there are carolers there. A caroler is a singer who sings Christmas songs, and usually carolers sing in groups, and they go from place to place, they sing outdoors, and they really contribute to the overall Christmas spirit.
Yep, carolers sing carols, and the word carol does refer to a song, but we almost exclusively use it only for Christmas carols. There are no other carols like for Halloween or the 4th of July or holidays like that, only for Christmas. Okay, that brings us to the end of our explanation for today. Let's listen now to our Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文第一部分的第二句写到 But a truly magical time to visit is in winter, when the streets are decorated with twinkling lights. 但真正魔幻迷人的造访时间是冬天，那时街道上布置着闪闪发光的灯饰。好，句子里面它用到 when 引导关系子句来对前方的 winter 来做补充说明。然后我们再读到课文第二部分的最后一句，它有提到as well as a traditional Christmas market where you can buy Christmas gifts and enjoy seasonal favorites 它是表达说以及传统圣诞市集，在那里你可以买圣诞礼物并享用当季受欢迎的美食。好，那么句中用到这个 where 去引导关系子句来对前方的 a traditional Christmas market 来做修饰。那这边我们就来整理 when 跟 where 做关系副词的用法。好， when 跟 where 做关系副词的时候，相当于介系词加上 which。 那么 when 引导的关系子句是用来修饰或是补充说明跟时间相关的先行词，而 where 引导的关系子句则是用来修饰或是补充说明跟地点相关的先行词。好，那它们的用法就有分成限定用法跟非限定用法。首先，当先行词它是不明确的时间或地点时，就要用限定用法，因为我们要去限定它的范围嘛。好，那这时候 when 或者是 where 它的前面就不加逗号咯。举例来说 There was a time when most people believed the earth was the center of the universe. 曾经有一度人们认为地球是宇宙的中心。那么句子里面的先行词 a time 一段时间，它是不明确的时间嘛，那我们后面就紧接着关系子句来修饰限定它的范围，表达是人们认为地球是宇宙的中心的那一段时间。那这是属于限定用法，我们的 when 前面就不加逗号了。那再造个例句This is a place where you can feel at home. 这是一个你可以感到自在的地方。那这时候句子里面 where 的前面也不加逗号咯。好，接着当先行词它是明确的时间或地点时，要用非限定用法，因为就不用再去限定它的范围了。When 或是 where 它前面必须加逗号。例如 Sam spends 2 months a year in Tainan, where most of his relatives live. Sam 一年有2个月待在台南，他大部分的亲戚都住在那里。那么台南是明确地点，后方的关系子句呢是在补充说明他大部分的亲戚就住在那边，就住在台南。那我们用逗号把这个补充说明的部分隔开，这就是属于非限定用法。好，再看个例句哦。My favorite season is autumn.When the weather is cool and pleasant. 我最喜爱的季节是秋天。秋天的时候，天气凉爽宜人。那句子里面先行词 autumn 秋天，它是明确的时间。我们后面的关系子句只是要补充说明，所以 when 的前面就要加逗号把它隔开咯。以上是今天的重点整理，我们来回顾今天单字吧。
Delight.A quiet dinner with an old friend can be a delight. Ultimate. Some think that dying to save another is the ultimate expression of love. Vast. The vast desert was more effective than a wall in protecting the country's northern border. Sculpture. There is a sculpture of the queen in the palace's garden. Seasonal. The business's profits experienced seasonal ups and downs. Ceremony.The wedding ceremony began with a prayer from the priest.
Well, everyone, today's article has come to an end, and I sure hope you enjoyed reading along with us. I am Roger.
I'm Helen.
See you next time.